everybody, and welcome to the Finnegan Farm Homestead. I want to talk a little bit today about it's a bed that I got growing that's kind of experimental, and although it's not a complete failure, it did not turn out the way I wanted it to. Kind of the goods and bads of gardening, but I just want to show you guys. I grew a small bed of what is considered a Three Sisters garden. And the idea with the Three Sisters is that you plant corn and then you plant runner beans next to it. The beans supply nitrogen to the corn, and the corn gives the beans something to grow up. And then on the outside of that, you put some squash. And the squash then shades the rest of the bed around to keep the weeds down. So I've got it going here, but didn't turn out exactly the way I hoped, but let's go take a look. So here it is. This is my Three Sisters bed. What I got growing here is I have glass gem popcorn, glass gem corn. It's kind of a real pretty Indian corn, but it's also poppable. Hopefully I'll get some ears and be able to show those later on. And that, they're doing okay. We had some storms come through and they kind of bent the bottoms of them, but they've come back and they seem to be doing okay. There's actually one that's in tassel over there. So I think they're gonna do okay, but then that is the best part of it. So this first one, I have to tell you, I got some seeds from our local extension service. They had a program this year called Grow Along With Us. And the bean seeds I got from them were something called Black Runner. And they never did sprout. Now there's been updates on the extension service, and they have a YouTube channel, but they did an update not too long ago, and nobody had good luck with those beans. So those runner beans didn't do any good. I went back through and I replanted some, basically just some climbing green beans in hopes that, you know, they would take the place of the runner beans. And so. I didn't actually have real good luck with my green beans at all this year. Those ones that you see in the back are pinto beans, and they did great. But I had to replant green beans several times. Now, here you'll see there is some green beans growing, and the good thing is they're actually starting to climb up the corn just like they're supposed to. This middle one I think is the best one as far as the beans go. And again, the corn took a hit from the storms that came through. There's a little bit, I think you can see some beans here, and they're kind of growing up, holding on to the corn as well. And then the other seed that I got from the extension service was acorn squash called Honey Bun, and that's what all this is. So this, at least around this one, is doing really, really good. I say that. I think they gave us like 3 seeds for each one. It looks like I got 2 good plants coming out of there. And they're doing a good job. They're keeping down the weeds around it and that kind of thing. But again, no beans in this one. So over here, I planted some mini pumpkins as the squash that are going to go around this one. And you can see there's a really good plant growing right there. And then over here, I only got that little bitty one. So results are kind of so-so. I was kind of happy to see the beans actually climbing up the corn here. There are some beans down in this one. They're starting to climb up the corn as well. And of course this one has no beans at all. They just didn't like growing around this area in this bed. I'm not exactly sure what the deal was with the beans this year, but again, my green beans, I had to replant them a couple times. You can kind of see behind, I actually fenced them because we have bad rabbits that get in and eat the beans. And to that point, there is a bean right there that the rabbit has just been chewing on every time it comes up. There is another bean plant down in there that's growing. So not quite the way I wanted it to be, but I guess more to come on this. Hopefully we'll get some of these honey bun squashes. Hopefully there's time left. Some of these beans will grow up, and I'm really looking forward to getting some of the glass gem corn off these corn plants. At any rate, more to come. We'll see how the experiment continues the rest of the year. We're about halfway through. I think it's July 20th today. So we're about halfway through, a little past the month of July. Still a lot of growing time left. We'll see what we get as the time goes on.